Today I'm going to tell you about the experiment that we're doing on Wednesday, which is a gas chromatography experiment. You'll be studying a mixture of ethyl acetate, propyl acetate, and butyl acetate. You'll use first an equimolar mixture of these three compounds, and you'll put about a microliter of the mixture into a syringe, then inject the mixture into the gas chromatography machine. The machine works by separating the compounds based on their boiling points. There's a gas, helium, that carries the mixture through the column until it reaches the detector. The detector will send a signal to the computer, and you'll get a graph as output that will look something like this. So the graph has time on the x-axis and millielectron volts on the y-axis. And as time goes by, when a compound comes off the column, you'll see a peak in the graph. More time passes, and then you'll see another peak in the graph. More time passes, you'll see another peak in the graph. And so, because the column separates these compounds by the boiling point, the compound that has the lower boiling point will come off the column first, and the compound that has the higher boiling point will come off the column later. So, in the graph you can tell the first column will be ethyl acetate, second column is propyl acetate, and the third peak is butyl acetate. So first peak, second peak, third peak are ethyl acetate, propyl acetate, and butyl acetate. The computer will measure the area under each curve, and so at first you'll be using an equimolar mixture of these three compounds, ethyl acetate, propyl acetate, and butyl acetate. They're equal moles of each compound. And so what we'll do first is we'll look at the areas under each curve and prepare a correction factor so that we know the response of the detector to each of these three compounds. So what I'll show you next is how to do the calculation to calculate the response ratio for the detector, and then I'll show you how to use the response ratio to figure out the composition of an unknown mixture which contains some combination of ethyl acetate, propyl acetate, and butyl acetate in the composition of the mixture.